How you doing, everybody? We're here at the 2023 Phase 5 team/product shoot. And today we're gonna talk about the premium Skim line. And the first board we got here is the Hipster.
Nothing has changed this year for the Hipster. Still comes in a 50 and a 54 inch. It's got a premium carbon fiber with white and Negra accents in it. 3-fin option with the 2-inch center fin and the 1-inch side bites, fakie fins, new graphics, new colors, really great board. And here to tell you a little bit more of how it performs and rides is Zach.
Yeah, the Hipster's a really great board, you know, for everybody in the family. It's designed to accommodate a large range of riders. The 54 is a super awesome board for really large riders. It almost feels a little too big if you're within the 160 to 180 pound range or even less. So we definitely want to stay on the smaller 52 if you're a lighter rider. It spins 360s really easy. If you ride it with a single fin down the middle, it gets even a little more loose. But the main thing is that it's got a nice wide profile and it stays in the wave, even a smaller wave, very easy in comparison to some of the other boards in our line.
The big wide tail gives you plenty of float, plenty of speed.
Plenty of push.
Blunt nose, very forgiving. As you can tell, just overall nice wide shape.
So there's a Hipster.
All right guys, so here we are now with the 2023 Diamond Love. This board comes in 2 sizes, a 48 and a 51 inch. Comes in a 3/4 inch core from nose to tail. It's got our carbon and Negra accented build with it. Super cool. We got the purples, pastels, and the lime colorway for the pads this year. We've got the new Octo graphic. The board comes with the 1-inch skim fin. And Ashley here is gonna talk to you guys a little bit more about what she likes about the board and how it rides. And take it away, Ashley.
Yeah, honestly, the Diamond Love really surprised me today. The more surface area in the back gives you more stability while you're riding it, but it also, when I came up to do my shove, it came straight loose and also had a very stable landing as well too, so it was really nice. Also, the more surface area in the back gives you more amplitude because it gives you more of that pop. So
you get more pop with the wider tail. That's cool. So it came out of the water easier. You felt like you had no problems getting it out of the water.
Not to mention, it is the cutest board ever. Like, this is for sure my favorite year for the Diamond
Pretty
Love,
killer looking. I have to agree with that. So you think beginner riders would be good for beginners and
for sure.
advanced
I think it's a little bit
too?
more stable than what other boards are, so I think it'd be really good for people that are wanting to learn more like the basic tricks of like the 360s and the shoves and anything in sort of that line.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And there you have it, 2023 Love. Go check it out. All right, so next we're going to talk about the 2023 Diamond Turbo. It comes stock in our premium carbon fiber build with the white and Negra accents. Really great looking. We got the green colorway this year. New graphic. Comes in 3 sizes. It'll be a 51, a 54, and a 57 inch. Comes stock with the 1-inch skim fin and then the side bite fakie fins, 1-inch fakie fins. A 3/4 inch core all the way through. And to tell you a little bit more about this board is the man himself, Mr. Drew Daniello.
So yeah, Diamond Turbo has been a great board in the lineup. The big features on this board is you got the Diamond Turbo tail, so it's a nice wide tail. It's gonna give you a lot of speed and drive down the line. It also creates a bunch of pop off the lip, so for big airs and stuff like that, you're gonna have plenty of speed. It comes with a pulled in traditional Skim style nose, so it's gonna really let you carve a lot harder without digging that nose in. Great board for all level riders because of this 3-fin setup that Steve was just talking about. It's got the side fins on it, so as you're learning, it's gonna give you that little bit of extra stability and hold you in the wave.
Right.
And then once you advance and you're feeling comfortable, you know, you just pull these things off and now you're full pro model skim board. Free, loose, yeah, ready to go.
So we're doing the limited this year for the Diamond Turbo. Is gonna come with our new chroma carbon. This has a special silver coating on it. It's really cool looking. Sun reflects it, it hits it, it almost turns different colors. And we're also doing it in a texture deck this year. So a little bit of weight reduction, different look, different feel. So another new feature with the LTD this year, each model will get a corresponding color on the bottom with our Inegra carbon hybrid cloth. You'll really dig this when you see it. All right, next up, we're gonna talk about the 2023 Hammerhead, which comes in our gator skin build, which is a hybrid of carbon fiber and what's commonly referred to as Kevlar, a blend of the two materials. It's super tough, very dent resistant, very strong. Comes in 3 sizes, 50 inch, a 53 inch, 55 inch. Comes with the 1-inch skim fin. We got the new graphic this year, super killer looking. And then I'll pass it off to Drew. He can tell you a little more about the features, how it rides.
Yeah, so for 2023, we kept kind of that unique peanut shape that we've had for the last couple years. The big advantage to this is, one, it puts the majority of the volume right underneath your feet where the weight is, which is gonna help that board to maintain speed. By not having a wide belly right here, it stops the board from pivoting on the wave and it keeps you locked in, pointed at the boat, which again is just gonna help that down the line speed. You can see we got the big squash tail here, and then on the front you have a chopped off like stub nose. The advantage of this is when you're doing a shove it or you do like a 180 and you're riding backwards, instead of riding on a point that's gonna sink into the water, you're gonna have another tail basically, so it's gonna keep the board high in the water, really fast and stable. And it's great for revert riding. The nose being chopped down, it lets bigger guys or just average, you know, regular riders can get away with riding a smaller board. I'm 5'8" and 165 pounds, and I ride the 50 inch, and it's plenty of board for me. So bigger guys, you know, you can get away, you can ride a 55-inch board, and you're getting the float and the speed of like a 58 or 59-inch board. 1-inch fin, like Steve said, it's ready to go. Whatever you can throw at it, it's gonna handle. Be ready to go.
Yeah, and it comes in our 3/4 inch core, so that helps.
Yep.
With the float.
Good float, good speed, tons of pop, great board. So just like the Diamond 2023, we are gonna have the limited edition Hammerhead. Super jazzy looking. Same great shape, same thickness on the foam. Same ride, a little bit lighter. And some of that lightness is gonna be because of this new material we're using, which I'm gonna let Steve, who's a little bit more of the tech guy for us, he's gonna know more about it and tell you about it.
Yeah, so the new limited or LTD build this year is our chroma carbon. It's got a special aluminized coating on it, gives it a very unique look. We're doing a texture deck in it this year, so that's something different. That gives a little weight reduction. So you notice that it feels a little bit lighter. Mm-hmm. It'll feel a little bit more lively under your feet. And it's really cool looking. It's a lot different from just the flat black version of the LTDs we've been doing in this same weave, the carbon weave there. Got the white bottom with the Inegra carbon infused layer here on the bottom. Super clean, real nice looking. So that's what you can expect from the 2023 Hammerhead LTD. All right, so next up we're going to talk about the 2023 Matrix. which comes in a couple variations this year. First, we'll just talk about the stock Matrix. New colorway, comes in our gator skin epoxy construction. Our gator skin is a carbon Kevlar blend cloth, very durable, lightweight. So another key feature to mention about the Matrix is the bottom contour, which is the V-spline double concave bottom. So the concave starts about the middle of the board, maybe right under the front foot area, and progresses through to the tail. And you'll have the double concave kind of starting to scoop out in the tail area under your back foot and gives you that V in the middle. It channels the water out the rails of the board, which really help you like bite in when you're pumping and stuff. If you can picture a spoon underneath a faucet and the water hitting the spoon, the concave of the spoon sends the water out to the side, so it gives you like some added speed and drive and lift. Comes in a 48, 51, 53, and a 56-inch size. Great high performance board. It comes this year in an LTD, our limited chromocarbon build also. Similar to what people usually call the fat weave carbon in the last couple of years with our limiteds. This has a special aluminum silver coating, super cool, strong. The limited comes in a texture deck still. And then it also comes in the Parker Payne edition, special graphics and stuff. And I'll let Parker talk about how the board rides. And
thanks, Steve. I'm super excited to have my name again on the Matrix this year with the Matrix Payne Pro. Everyone loved the skull design that we had for last year, so this year we decided to give it a little bit of a new take with the blue and some background changes as well.
Yeah, new colorway, got the new pads and the Parker's colorway on the top also. Super killer, I like this a lot.
The Matrix has always been a classic skimboard shape, like just how you have a classic skateboard deck. Some people have veered from that original shape, but the Matrix, just like a skateboard deck, has always been the original.
Tell me what kind of rider should gravitate towards this, like technical guys?
The rider that would generally gravitate more towards the Matrix is going to be the rider that is looking to step up to their first premium level wake surf board. If they're looking to really dial in that 360 and they're looking for something slippery but still high performance and fast, generally a lot of riders will tend to go towards the Matrix as their first option.
Killer, so it's a good entry level board into the high-end skim style.
But don't let entry level be its detriment. It's entry level as in the accessibility to most riders to be able to get on the board, but its potential is that much farther to get you to pro level riding.
Right, so super high performance, killer. And it comes in 3 great options this year, so definitely check out the Matrix. All right guys, now we're gonna dive into the 2023 Key model by Sean Silvera, his pro model. Comes in 2 builds this year. So the stock build, we got the gator skin epoxy build, which the gator skin is a carbon Kevlar weave, gives the board great rigidity, rebound. It's got his new graphic this year, looks really killer, matching pads. The board comes in a 46, a 50-inch,
Yep.
a 52, and a 55-inch. And it comes with a 5/8 core. The new construction for this year is it comes with the LTD build and our new chromocarbon. Very strong, again, durable, it's very light. It's super cool. When you see these up close, it's a very different vibe. It will come with the carbon and Negra on the bottom, and then a color behind it, kind of the salmon peachy color, which goes along with the theme. So that'll be specific, this color, to the Key and Sean's board. And I'm gonna hand it over to Sean now, and he's gonna tell you a little bit more about his board and how it rides and who should be riding it.
Yeah. So
obviously it's built more for a advanced performance ride, but it does work for beginner, intermediate as well. The design was actually built from the Hipster. I looked at the Hipster and I was like, oh, it'd kind of be sick to, you know, take that nose and put it on the tail and have kind of like a snowboard feel, skateboard feel. Obviously, I grew up skateboarding.
Right.
So the twin tip feel, you know, it would be feeling the same in both directions because we ride revert and forward. So it comes stock with the 1-inch skin fin. I prefer finless, but if you need a fin, come stock with this 1-inch skin fin. Super awesome for beginner riders. It's just an all-around great board, man. Well, and that's the key, bro.
Yeah, so that wraps up, guys, 2023 key. All right, so next up is the 2023 Model X. Comes built in our premium carbon fiber layup. Comes in a 53 and a 57 inch. Tri-fin setup with the 2-inch fins. Provides a lot of drive and stability. You got the single wing swallowtail design, which allows the board to kind of pivot right here and turn. Swallowtail bites into the water as you surf and pump down the line. 3/4 inches thick. It's a great riding board. It's new graphics for this year. It's pretty killer.
The 53 inch is a really great option if you're thinking that you might want to get into doing tricks or spins, but you still kind of want a really forgiving, easy to ride board. As soon as you ride the 53 inch with just one fin down the middle, which we recommend if you're thinking about doing tricks and spins, use the 1-inch fin, our stock 1-inch fin, and then it'll start spinning around almost like a Diamond or a Hammerhead. But at the same time, you'll have a platform that's easy to stay in the wave and real friendly. And then the 57 is for the larger riders, and it's a really great board. It's one of the best-selling boards in our lineup.
All right, next up, guys, we got the 2023 Trident. The Trident comes in our Gator Skin build. Gator Skin is a carbon Kevlar blend, super durable. It's lightweight. The Trident has traditionally only come in a 57 inch. This year we're also offering it in a 60 inch. So the 60 inch would be ideal for guys that are in maybe the 250 plus weight range, and or if you're just a taller rider, if you're like over 6 feet, you got long legs, wide stance, the 60 inch would be geared towards you. It comes in a 3/4 inch core. It has a slight bump hip in the rail line right here. Comes back to a bat tail or a bat diamond tail. You've got these 2 edges off the tail that would help you get a little hold in the line on the wake. It's got the lime green bottom this year. Comes in a tri-fin setup with the 2-inch fins. And I'll hand it off to Parker. He can tell you a little bit more about how the board performs and some other features you might want to know about.
Thanks, Steve. The Trident's been one of my favorite boards from Phase 5 for years. Generally, when I go on other people's boats, they will always have a Trident. The reason people love the Trident is because it's another one of those boards that's great for everyone on the boat. One thing that people love about this board being a Skim style construction is this board's easier to be able to sink down with your heels. So if you're trying to teach a younger rider, sometimes they can have an issue with pushing the board down and getting it to flip up so they can get up and go. With this board as well, for those that are working on 360s, it allows a customizable fin option to where you can start riding this board as a stable tri-fin setup and then work your way all the way down to even finless if you'd like to. This will really help you get your 360s dialed in if you're having an issue with overspinning your rotations.
With the nose shape, again, it's kind of more of a blunt, squared, chopped off nose. How does that affect the performance possibly, or rideability for you know, people on that board.
Yeah, absolutely. So having a chopped off or a blunt nose, as people will call it, allows the board to have a little bit more surface area at the nose of the board. So whenever you're riding the board and you're trying to recover to get back to the boat and you're putting a lot of pressure on your front foot, having that extra width at the front will be able to hold your weight that you're putting onto it and allow you to get back to the boat even faster.
All right, guys, so that's the 2023 Trident. All right, so next up, we're gonna talk about the 2023 MVP, John Ackerman's signature Skim model. This board is built with our Gator Skin epoxy construction. The Gator Skin is a carbon Kevlar hybrid cloth. It's very durable, very strong, very lightweight. It's got his new graphic. Some of the key features to mention about John's board: the tail design's got the moon tail, which we're on the second year running now with that design feature. He also has a drop deck design, which means the rails sit a little bit higher than the deck itself. So the center of the board is shaped down and then it comes up on the rails. This gives you a lower center of gravity, closer to the water, more feet on the water feel, but while still maintaining rail sensitivity and float out here.
We added a 46, which caters to the smaller rider, typically a younger kid, or the women really like the 46s. So, and yeah, the sizes are 46, 50, 53, and 56 for the bigger guys. So.
All right, so it covers the whole range of rider. Also new this year for the MVP is that it comes in the LTD, the limited build, which is our chroma carbon build for this year. It's super killer, great look, great feel. It's basically the same as what everybody calls the fat weave carbon of the limited the last couple years, except for it has a silver skin on it, which gives it a unique look and even a unique feel when you're riding it. I mean, the board tends to feel, the limiteds tend to feel a little bit lighter. It will come with the Carbon and Negra bottom and a color matched to match John's colorway this year, which is really killer looking. And I'm gonna have John tell you more about his board, how it rides.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the limited edition board. I mean, when you see this on the rack for yourself, you're gonna be pretty wowed by it. It's super stiff with this carbon weave. I really like a stiff board. The pad colors I chose, I really like. This is one of my coolest additions I've had in my lineup so far, so I'm really excited. Moontail, I'm definitely keeping for a second year because this board's been awesome and my riding's been really good this season. I think it had a lot to do with this tail. The way it locks into the wave and the speed it carries is just the best I've had. I like it a lot better than my traditional shape I had from the start. So definitely an upgrade. If you haven't tried this, definitely get on it. And if you can get your hands on an LTD, the special edition, it's gonna be a wall piece and an awesome board to ride. So don't miss out on the LTD. And if you haven't tried my MVP, give it a shot. It's a little different. You got a thicker rail. I like to get a nice rail grab channel. It gives me a little extra float. Still keep an aggressive 5/8 thickness on the deck. And of course, my favorite part is the full deck pad. I love to do a lot of shove it, so when I turn my board around, I always got grip, always got pop from my front arch.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's a cool feature to mention, is that the front of your grip has a little bump arch there. Yeah, so that locks your foot in for riding fakie and stuff, I assume.
Whether I'm doing a hang 5, riding fakie, need that extra grip, my foot slips off, I'm staying on my board, along with the rails to keep me afloat on the back of the wave. So, and for those of you who ride with a Skim fin, my MVP comes with the 1-inch Phase 5 fin, tapered out, still really fast fin, gives you that extra grip on the wave to stay afloat. And yeah, super excited for you guys to get on this new board of mine and see you on the water on my MVP Skim.
Killer, 2023 MVP.